Since the start of these negotiations, the UK has been extremely reluctant to include any meaningful horizontal dispute settlement mechanisms in our future agreement. Yet, this is the only way to ensure that what we eventually agree on is respected. On all these issues, we are simply asking to translate the political engagement taken in this text, in the political declaration, in a legal text. Just a legal translation of the political commitments taken by the UK government and by the EU leaders. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing more, nothing less. Yet, on all these issues, the UK sides continue to disappoint. We know well the UK's argument. He wants a clean break from the EU. He wants full sovereignty and the freedom to set its own rules and spend its own money as it wants, with no constraints from Europe. And for all these reasons, the UK insists it cannot commit to a level playing field or to basic safeguards for our future relationship. Not even when it comes to fundamental rights. And yet the truth is that British negotiators are still seeking continuity in many areas. Not a clean break at all. For instance, on transport or on energy trading, on its role for conformity assessments for goods, and on many aspects of police and judicial cooperation. The UK government is still looking to keep the benefits of the EU and of the single market without the obligations. The UK often says it would be in the EU's interest to grant it a special status in these strategic areas of cooperation, but frankly speaking, is it really the EU's long-term economic interest? For instance, British proposals on rules of origin would help the UK to develop its role as an assembly hub for the EU. They would allow the UK to source goods from around the world and export them with very little alteration to the EU as British goods, tariff and quota-free. British proposals on road transport, another example, would allow British truckers to drive on EU roads without having to comply with the same working conditions as EU drivers. The UK's proposal on air transport, third example, would allow British Airlines to operate inside the EU without having to respect the same labour and environmental standards. In the area of energy, the UK is asking to facilitate electricity trade without committing its producers to equivalent carbon pricing and state aid controls. In this area, as in others, without a common framework on state aid, the UK government would be free to hand out subsidies at will, not just to support the green economy, but also polluting industries, not just to support industry of the future, but also traditional sectors such as steel and automotive, before exporting these tariff and quota-free to our market. Ladies and gentlemen, we have no wish to intervene in the UK's domestic affairs. But how can we conclude a long-term economic partnership agreement between sovereign partners on both sides, without knowing which system of state aid or subsidies the UK will put in place? Without any assurances that the UK will not use its new regulatory autonomy to distort competition with us in the future.